It's been a testing few years for Graeme McDowell. The 2010 US Open champion hasn't won in over 3 years and is currently ranked outside the world's top 200. But as a key member of 3 victorious Ryder Cup teams, the Northern Irishman is still fighting for a place in this year's European lineup, as Anna found out.
Graeme, it is so good to see you at the beginning of the 2018 season. I get the feeling from what you've been saying from your off-season, You're in a pretty positive place right now with your game.
It's my first decent off-season in a little while. Good problems though, you don't be too busy having babies and getting them to sleep and growing my family, kind of laying down the foundations of the next phase of my life. And my golf has suffered a little bit. My preparation has suffered a little bit, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I was able to go into the off-season and actually focus on myself and focus on how I'm going to get myself back to where I want to be in the world of golf and get some work done. I worked really hard, give myself a 7 out of 10 for some really good work done in the off-season, and coming into this year really excited about things. Yeah,
because obviously we know you as one of golf's heavyweights. You're a US Open champion.
Go easy.
Oh, in a very good way. US Open champ, you're a Ryder Cup stalwart, but you said 2017 it was a mediocre year for you, and that's just not good enough for you, is it?
Listen, not being on a Ryder Cup team is disappointing. Missing out on major championships is disappointing. Just not playing the way, I don't want to say the way I expect, but I've tasted the top of the world rankings in this game. Yeah. Competed in majors, won tournaments. I want some more of that, It's, I feel like I've still got it. I've still got the drive inside of me, and I've still got the know-how and the experience to get it done on the weekend. There's no doubt the world of golf is, the standard's extremely high. I feel like I'm coming into this season more excited about my game than I have been in a long time. Yeah. But now it's just about being patient and letting it happen.
So you had a really positive end to 2017, 66 in the final round of the Shriners Open. That must have been quite nice to go out at the end of the year in a really positive way.
I did that, that was really important, like you say. I mean, you can lay plans, you can work hard, you can know things that are coming, your technique's improving, but you do need that little bit of reassurance of, yes, I'm doing the right things. So there were a lot of factors in the end of 2017 that reassured me that I am back on the right track again, and if I keep executing, keep doing what I'm doing and keep working hard, that eventually this will come back. Yeah,
like you say, when you've tasted the highs of being a major champion and then all of a sudden you don't get into contention for a year or so, do you start to doubt yourself as to will it come back? Is that quite a dark place to be?
Golf's an interesting sport. You're out here for five hours. We play far too slowly, obviously, but we're out here for a long time. You're alone with your thoughts, and you can feel very alone sometimes, and you can ask yourself questions like, am I good enough? Am I finished? Maybe this is it for me. Well, what am I going to do the rest of my life? We were giggling actually earlier. There was a sign on the range that said, enjoy your round. Obviously it was aimed at the Pro-Am guys today, but we were saying that they should have that in the first tee of every golf tournament. Enjoy your round. You know what?
Just to remind yourself.
It's a sport. It's supposed to be fun. Yeah. But it's really serious. We're out here. We're trying to do a job. We play for a lot of money. We play for a living. We're trying to win tournaments. You get the highs and the lows. Golf seems to be a game. It's a game of never-ending disappointment, because 63, you can walk in and think, wow, I left 3 or 4 shots out there. Yeah. You're never good enough. It's never perfect, this game. And, Dr. Bob Rotella said it, golf is not a game of perfect, and it certainly isn't, and so you have to try and take the positives out of things, and like I say, try and be honest with yourself and work out how to get back to where you want to be.
Nice attitude to have. Okay, I'll let you hit your third. Well, we have to touch on the Ryder Cup. Yeah. That is something that has defined so much of your career. You've had some amazing highs, and of course Thomas Bjorn wants you on that team in Paris later in the year. What are your hopes for that, and what's your plan to try and make that team?
On my list of goals for this year, if I could only have one of them, I think being on that Ryder Cup team would be the one. The Americans have a lot of momentum right now, and there's nothing we love more than to be in France and to be part of the team and to put that momentum to bring a standstill to the momentum, So, of course, that's definitely a big part of what I want to achieve in 2018, and and I'll be working hard.
Yeah, I know Thomas has said that he would love you there, really, especially for your expertise and your experience, especially when we've got so many young guys potentially in that team in September. Do you feel like that's something that you can really bring to the team now, because you've got so much experience?
Yeah, I mean, I think 2014 in Glen Eagles, you know, it was the first time when I was kind of tasked with putting an arm around a rookie and really helping a rookie kind of get ready for the week with Victor Debussy and play with him in the foursomes, to win both the foursomes matches with him. It was great. It was my most enjoyable Ryder Cup, because I didn't feel like I was so focused on me for a change. It was interesting to be able to focus on somebody else and kind of help them through it, and I kind of felt like it took the pressure off me a little bit, so I loved it. So to be on the team this year and to be in that similar role will be something that I would very much look forward to and welcome again, and no doubt about it, I'll be working really, really hard this year to be. And like you say, we have a great young squad of players, and you know, certainly a change in the guard right now. So I'm hoping this old guard doesn't have to be changed out just yet. You know.
Well, we would love to see you back on the team. Thank you so much, Graeme. It is
nice to see you, as always. Thank you.
In a great place, Graeme McDowell.